Welcome to the live session, traders. Hope that you had an enjoyable day after a short break back on trading. And this is a very important week, as you know, that NFP week. Expecting very good movement as coming up ADP non-farm employment change. We will be trading this news in this live session. Along with any other trade also coming out, we will be looking for entry opportunity in the market. So this is a complete multi-time frame analysis to see how we can find trading opportunity in this market. Let's look at, first of all, looking at the daily chart to see overall picture in this market. I will be doing a complete multi-time frame analysis on XAUSD and other instrument as well to see how we can trade, and then we'll be also looking at the lower time frame to see what kind of opportunity we might have. Looking at, first of all, monthly chart to see how the market is doing. Now from the monthly, we can see that this is a long-term bull market. Before I do the full analysis, guys, I would like to see that everyone is present so that we can begin this analysis. If you guys are here, just give a buzz on the live chat, say yes, so we can begin this analysis on this one. Forex. Welcome, thank you. Samuel, hello. Arnesh, welcome, good morning. Aruna, good afternoon to you, coach. Welcome. Thank you very much for joining this live session. This is a very important live session, and as you know that there is ADP non-farm coming up, and this is one, and also tomorrow, after tomorrow also there will be quite a few high impact news coming up. So this is NFP week, as you know that in this week we would like to see better trading opportunity. Hello, welcome, Alon. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. Yes, good afternoon. Thank you very much for joining this live session. Looking at the monthly chart to see overall picture in this market. Now looking at monthly, we can see there is a monthly gap open here early this week, and with the gap open, the market managed to bounce. Looking at the weekly chart, we can see that there is a weekly gap open as well, and from this gap open, the market slowly having an upside bias here in this market from the weekly perspective. And with the gap open, expecting for the market potentially to reach that resistance line where there is liquidity. And as you can see that this is the weekly drop here. That weekly drop, in fact, has dropped well below this level. Now as soon as this week open, we can see that as expected the market started to revert back in the major direction. Looking at the daily chart here, what we can see, there is a daily doji here, and there's another one here is potentially forming, and we might see that inverted head and shoulder. Euro USD analysis here, we will be looking at that one as well, which is trending. We saw that. Now euro dollar was, early today we have seen massive trend. We will be looking at that one as well. So XAUSD, you can see that after this inverted head and shoulder, okay, this is the head, left shoulder, all right, so, and the right shoulder, two important inverted head and shoulder. Okay, now with that inverted head and shoulder, expecting for the market to potentially smash to the upside to create a new higher high. So looking at the 1 hour chart here, and now dropping down to the lower time frame to see potential entry. Now we can see the lower time frame price action here. This is the 1 hour perspective. We see a little bit sideways movement, but ultimately we could see the market boom bouncing back up for a trend, and now dropping down to very lower time frame. Looking at the 1 minute chart, before we go to the 1 minute chart, I would like to, because there is a ADP non-farm coming up, and from the 1 hour, where is the level that we will be looking for entry? As I mentioned before, it's a bull market, so let's mark down these daily levels here. So this is the daily support, and if we look at the 4 hour here, we can see there is a 4 hour bounce. The market is coming for a pullback and expecting it to potentially revert back again. Look at the 15 minutes here, where the market also showing potentially potential trading opportunity in this market. So looking at the 1 minute chart here, and this is the lower time frame here, what we can see that the market moving in a very narrow range. Okay, so it's a very smaller narrow range, and in that small narrow range, expecting for the price to potentially drop, grab liquidity, and then to trend again to the major direction of the trend. Are you guys ready for this big trading week? If you guys ready, say yes, I'm ready. When you are ready, we can look for the better setup. We all need to be in the same page so that we are fully focused for this trading day, as along with the upcoming news coming up for NFP. And with that news, NFP is quite important. The best day for trading during the NFP, as the market will remain pretty volatile today. Also, you see there is RAP non-farm coming up, and I would like to post a poll here. Okay, so let me see if you guys are being present here about this. So what's your bias in terms of daily chart on XAUSD? So if you look at the daily, you can see this is the daily price action on XAUSD, and in that daily price action, this is the support level here, and we can expect for the market to retest and then to bounce back up. So what we can see that this is the daily, and you can see the market is forming series of high and low here, and with that series of high and low formation, expecting it to bounce back up. And with that in mind, what we can see that this market from the lower time frame price action, this is an important level of support here, and now this is very significant support on XAUSD. And with that significant support, looking at here in this lower time frame, now what we'll be looking at is breakup structure. BUS, not BS, BUS, or the breakup structure is very important, as BUS is where we can find that potential better entry opportunity. That's what we strive for in the market, to look at the better entry opportunity as much as we can, right? So what we can see here, that in this market it's in a sideway, so breakup structure is important, and this is the structure here that we will be looking to see that it is breaking down, and then we will be looking for proper entry opportunity in this market. So therefore, if we look at the 1 hour chart here and the lower time frame, if you look at the 4 hour here, we can see the market is in fact you can see this is the 15 minutes as well, lower time frame price action. In that market, if you guys look at, you can see forming series of higher low, double bottom, expecting it to potentially trend in that direction to create a new higher high. So looking at the 1 hour chart again, now this is the zone here, this is the 1 hour chart here, and what we will be looking for the market to fill that zone, fill that long week, and then breaking from the structure and then to trend in the major direction here. The goal is to trade with the trend, guys. Keep in mind that I can't emphasize more than this. Trading with the trend is the most important aspect, and that is why it is very important that you always finding the zone where there is a trend, right? There is a trend and the market is trending. That's what you will be looking at in the market. That so identifying the major direction of the trend is absolutely important as a trader, right? So looking at the 4 hour here, you can see this is the 4 hour time frame, and in that zone, expecting for the market to potentially drop here, fill that zone here, coming back down here, grabbing that liquidity, and then bouncing back up again to create a new higher high. So from that perspective here, if you look at here 1 minute chart, this is the 1 minute chart here, and in this lower time frame, expecting for the market is for the price to melt in the direction and then coming here. Okay, so this is the channel here on XAUSD. Now in that channel, okay, so what we can expect for the market in this channel is that for the price to potentially drop, okay, break that low, and then to bounce back up to create a new higher high here. So with that in mind, what we can expect is that for the price to uh, drop in that direction, which is very important to look at. Our aim is to see the price in a very important area. Well, once we see it's ready for the potential bounce, that's where we will be placing a pending order in our zone for entry opportunity, right? So that's the goal. And the most important part, as I mentioned, is to first of all trade with the trend, and then once we can find that zone where we can find potential entry, then we will be entering into the trade. Other than this, the rest is just to wait for the market to show potential move. Okay, so as you know that the market more often will show you fake move rather than the real move. So it's, as a trader, it's essential for us to look at that, identifying that real move so that we can enter into the trade, right? So which is very important. And if you think that, so I have posted a poll here. I hope that you guys have seen that. I haven't posted yet. So let me ask you a question regarding XAUSD with the ADP non-firm. What's your opinion on ADP non-firm on XAUSD? Bullish? So I have posted two, posting a poll. Let's see what you guys are thinking. So I posted a poll here on XAUSD. Let me see if you guys are on it. What do you think on XAUSD, the upcoming ADP non-firm? Okay, so analysis on euro dollar. Yeah, we will be looking at that. Let's get some hip hop music here just so that you guys can get it. Okay. All right. So now I hope that I'm being heard of. Okay. Yes, traders ready. Dollar yen, please. I think it's bullish. Okay, so I have posted a poll. Let me see. We got 8 votes. So can you cast a vote to see 100% people thinking that it's bullish? So let's see what is coming up with all of them. Now, first of all, let me see that on here, XAUSD currently sideways. As I mentioned, we'll be waiting to see clean breakout. And before that, let's look at the euro dollar. I saw early today there is a nice trend on euro dollar and AUD USD. We had early today open a trade as well on AUD USD, which is still running. Let's look at the euro dollar. What's happening with this instrument here, and also British pound US dollar as well. You can see there is a pretty strong trend in all of this. So I will be looking to see that euro dollar to find out what kind of trend it has. So looking at the daily chart on euro USD. Now euro USD, I have a question to you guys. This is the daily chart. Okay, Now in that daily price action on euro dollar, okay, so if you look at, okay, so this is the euro dollar, and okay, so in that zone here, this is a very important level of resistance here on euro dollar. 4 hour, okay, so 4 hour perspective, weekly chart, we can see pretty strong bounce on the weekly, monthly, bullish daily price action here. From this support here, a complete breakout on the daily. And if we look at the 4 hour here, we can see the market is in a pullback. Now, as I mentioned earlier, our goal firstly is to look for, find out the major direction of the trend. Now, euro dollar, yesterday also there was an analysis was posted, and the market almost did exactly as it is. If you guys looked at my analysis on the channel, if you haven't looked at it, I would highly encourage you to look at all the analysis that I'm posting every day, as they are a big way to understand the market, right? So AUD USD euro dollar, British pound US dollar, that was posted early today to enter early, and it in fact moved in that direction. Now the question is the market moved according to the analysis, or the analysis was done according to the market? That's a question, but what do you think? Now let's, before we go to that, now at the moment, what is the update on euro dollar? Okay, so what kind of opportunity you might have in this instrument? Now guys, as I mentioned earlier, analysis, don't miss that. This is still free. Okay, so I keep everything free, the analysis for the community. But you know, as Forex Trading Wizard Academy is I would say the one of the best trading academy in the world. You can look at, I know that it's exaggeration, but you'll see over time where we are going at. And if you guys, you know, for those who are here in the channel, staying with it, you'll see that over time where we are going at, as this academy is aimed to give the unique trading education, the real trading education, because real trading education is not there, right? So I know that it's not there, and that's why it's here, because we create trader, right? So that's why it's very rare to find something that will give you the real simplicity. Okay, simplicity is the key. But if you look at our education analysis, you can go back a couple of weekly Forex forecast. It's getting little advertisement, but the reason I'm saying is so that you can pay attention. If you guys look at a couple of weekly Forex forecast, I would recommend you to look at back-to-back 3 weekly Forex forecast, and you'll see that what we are talking about. The reason is not for self-advertisement, but for you to find the right information so that you can use it in your trading. And that's where here this academy is giving you what you need to become a trader. So there are 2 things, guys. Keep in mind that doing trading, the other one is being trader. There are 2 important distinguish in both of them, and most people makes mistakes here. And because trading and being a trader, there are 2 things. One is the act of trading, the other one is becoming a trader. So if you want to become a trader, then that's where it is, because everyone can trade, but everyone is not a trader. So you need to focus on becoming. Okay, so because trading, now the question is who is trading is very important, right? There are 2 things, and you need to ask yourself this question over and over again: who is trading, right? So when you ask this question, this trader will come out, and that's where you started to become better and better and better as a trader. So looking at here on euro dollar, let's look at the daily again. Now this is a very strongly bull market at the moment in euro dollar. We can see the price has broken below, and then boom, that's a huge breakout at the moment. So if we look at the intraday perspective, this is the 4-hour daily support level here. Okay, so 4-hour daily support level here on euro dollar. All right, so here you can see that this is the daily support here. Okay, and with the daily support, okay, we can see that this is the resistance here, which is turning support here on the daily perspective on euro dollar. And in that level, okay, so you can see the market has broken below, has broken out. And with that in mind, we can see that this is a very important level of support here on euro dollar. And if we look at the 4-hour perspective here, we can see the market in that level here on the 4-hour time frame. This is where once we see the market here on that level in this important support, that's where I will be interested to go long on euro dollar. We might see that pullback in that market. Okay, so here is, if you look at it, you can see there is an inverted head and shoulder on the 1-hour, strong breakout, expecting a pullback to the previous resistance, which is turning support here. And what we can see in this area here is that with this bounce here on euro dollar from this level, with that bounce expecting a pullback, and then to market to trend in that direction to create a new higher high. I hope that, guys, you're enjoying the live session. Make sure you give a thumbs up, smash it, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. S&P 500, we'll have a look at it. So, okay, euro dollar, we got a level, so I'm gonna mark it down here, support level. Okay, so here is okay, now we will be leaving it there. Once we see the market has given us the hand, then we will be entering into the trade because this is daily support. Now let's go back to XAUSD. Here's what's happening is that this market is in it's in the bullish side here. You can see the 5-minute chart. There is a bounce here in the 1-minute chart. Here is what you can see from this support here. With this support, okay, we can see that a strong breakout, and then we can see that potential pullback here. And with that pullback, expecting for the market to dip down here, and with that deeper drop in that level on XAUSD, we'll be waiting to see the market has tested the previous resistance, which is turning support here. And then after this level, after this retest of this previous resistance support, we'll be looking for entry in this market. So let's see how the price potentially doing now on XAUSD, guys. You can see that this is there was a breakdown here, and the market immediately has got a rejection. This is the 30 minutes candlestick pattern, and in this 30 minutes candlestick pattern, we can see the market is potentially has dropped for a pullback, and then we could see that it's again moving in the direction potentially here on the lower time frame. If you look at the 1-minute chart, and this is the 1-minute chart here, and in that 1-minute chart, we can see the market is trending, moving in the direction, and we could see the price is approaching that level here to the resistance line, and with that approaching that level to the resistance, expecting for the market to potentially to break to the upside to create a new higher high in that area. So this is what we will be looking at in this market to find out how we can trade this market. We'll see that. You can see this, the market trend is up and expecting for the price to trend to create a new higher high. Okay, so currently it's in a trend and creating series of higher low from the 1 hour, expecting a potential move. Okay, so it's again from this level having a breakdown, lower time frame. Want to see that it has dropped well below that level, and once it dropped well below the level, that's where you will be looking for that at entry opportunity in this market to find out where the price potentially heading to. Okay, so now if you look at the 5 minutes here, this is a bullish market structure in that area, and in that bullish market would like to see that it's having a potential trend here. Okay, so here you can see the market slowly coming in that direction, and then coming to that support level here. Once we see the price has dropped well below that support, we will be looking for that potential entry. Now you can see it's coming back below the support here. Okay, so here is we can see the market has broken below, and 15 minutes, 1 hour to see where the price might be heading to. So there is a again there is a breakup structure in that area. It might lead that price back to the order block here, and once we see the market has dropped well below the order block, that's where we will be looking for entry in this market. So we'll be waiting for the proper entry opportunity. If you guys are happy to see that, make sure you give a thumbs up, as I mentioned, and let's wait for the best entry possible in the market. And once we see that, we will be entering into the trade. So looking at the 5-minute chart here, you can see the market slowly breaking below, and with this drop here, again there is a breakup structure, and that breakup structure is most likely to come back well below. Okay, so here it's on the 30 minutes. From the 30 minutes perspective, it's on the 30 minutes support. So here you can see there is a complete breakup structure, and with this breakup structure, would like to see that the market is from this support potentially returning back to the upside again to create a new higher high. Okay, and in the meantime, guys, if you're enjoying the live session, as I mentioned, make sure you don't miss out by staying connected, and I'll still be waiting for the market to show its hand, which is very important as a trader to look at a better opportunity. And as you know that there is ADP non-farm coming, and that's where we will be looking for the best trade setup when it's coming to ADP non-farm, and that's where the best trade setup coming up for us to trade the market. So here is a doji formation, and the market slowly breaking down here. What we could see that ultimately it is maybe coming down to that support, and with that dropping down to the support or breaking below from that support can give us an entry opportunity in this market. There's a long doji here, and with this long doji, now the question is it breaking below again to the support, or bouncing back up again, which you will be looking at in this market to see how the price might be doing. Here is 1 hour support. This is a 1 hour support here, and from this 1 hour support we'll be waiting to see the market is having an upside bias. Okay, so lower time frame price action 5 minutes, and the lower time frame would like to see that the market is trending. All right, so we'll see. Yeah, you can see the market is breaking below that level, below the support, and once we see the prices dropped well below the support, that's where we'll be looking for that entry. Okay, so let's look at the 1 hour again. Now you can see 1 hour, there is a long wick, and would like to see that the market is coming here to fill that long wick. And once we see the market has filled that long wick, that's where we can look for another bounce here, another entry. So we'll be waiting to see how it is going. Okay, getting some rejection here. Still we see the bearish price action is still red candle formation. We might see short-term upside, but I'm not impressed. It's still for a bull move. It might start. And from this level, we can see the price slowly coming back below, and we can see the price started to break down here. And with that breakdown, okay, so you can see the market is coming to the support here. Okay, so the 10 and 20 MA crossover coming back below. Would like to see that the price is coming here in that support level. So you can see with this bearish drop, is the price slowly coming down here, and with the drop expecting it to completely come back down to this liquidity zone here. And from this liquidity zone, want to see the bar price is potentially breaking out, which is very important for us to look at in this market. Okay, so here is there is a liquidity grab here, a narrow doji, and we can see another liquidity candle, bearish candle. And from this zone here, would like to see the price is potentially coming down here, and then from this zone. So this breakout was a liquidity grab here. The market here is after this doji, we can see a bullish structure in that area. Question is again, is it dropping down or bouncing back up? Okay, so here interesting. All right, so here is we can see that from this support level, the market is slowly pumping with that direction, and with that pump, now if we see that it has shown enough probability for this trend, only will be entering. I think there might be even potential upside possible. We see that upside, that so we'll be placing a pending order in that area. There's a news coming, as you know, that we still a couple of almost more than an hour remaining. So I will be placing a pending order here on XAUSD above this level, buy stop. So if the market managed to bounce, only we will be entering into the trade. So buy stop at 2914.47, though we see downtrend here, and stop loss below this level, below 2911.86, TP target at 2916.637. So yeah, do you see that? So buy stop, we can see that it's in a downtrend, but once the market, if the market managed to bounce, that's where we will be entering into the trade. Okay, hello, what's your strategy, sir? It's confusing, can you confirm 80%, sir? Yeah, we will be discussing on that. Let's place that buy stop here, and then we will be discussing that as well. So pending order at 2914.472, stop loss at 2911.866, TP target at 2916.637. So placing a buy stop here, and we see the market slowly trying to move up. Okay, so nearing to the entry zone. very narrow range, so we will be looking to have as a narrow zone here. It's 26 pip stop loss, very tight. For gold, it's definitely tight. Let's see that what's happening with the trade. So I'm on. My trade is triggered, guys. My trade is active on XAUSD, and it's very tight, as I mentioned. I took a very smaller risk, so make sure you do the risk management, which is very important. The trade is active and would like to see that it's potentially bouncing to the TP target. If that's happening, then we'll be securing. Yeah, so it's approaching that direction, which is good to see that. So there is a probability to bounce back up. Let's see. So the trade is active, and so would like to see that it's having, because there is a liquidity grab here, and so buy stop active on XAUSD. So buy trade is running on XAUSD, expecting it to potentially move back up, hit the TP target, and this will be the first trade, and then we'll be looking for more as ADP non-farm coming. Guys, be patient, and also always manage the risk, which is very important. Right, so which is very important to have 10 pip up at the moment. I'm also running profit 10 pip. Like to see it's going up, hitting the TP nearly to that level, nearly to hit TP hit. Waiting to have one more bounce, and then 22 pip, 23 pip will be on. But in case I'm closing manually, I will be also giving a shout out if I'm closing manually, but I don't need, I think, because it's moving in that direction, so you will be waiting to hit by itself to hit the TP. But in case it's trying to revert again. Okay, so I'm exiting the trade right now. I'm out. Okay, so I am out. 2 trades closed on the live account, so done. I'm out with both of this trade, guys. So again here, a 19 pip on XAUSD. 19 pip up. Okay, so 19 pip up, and let's keep pushing forward here. So you see some bullish momentum on XAUSD. So what's kind of price action we can expect here? It's a bull market, so all right. So now here is what we can see. This is a move here, pretty strong move, pullback. And are you guys happy with the trade? Let's look at the next one. I would like to see a feedback on the live chat. If you guys close the profit here in this trade. All right, cool. Good to hear that. Okay, so you can see the price, in fact, breaking out in that direction where, so you see that the trend is up, so it might just keep pushing forward here in the direction. So looking at the 1 hour chart, this is a very significantly bull market on 1 hour. If you guys look at it, you can see, and with this bull market, most likely we could see that the price is heading in the major direction. So here you see that there is a from the resistance there is a rejection, but that might be a correction, and we could see that potentially again another bounce. So here is looking at the 5 minutes. The candle is closing on the 5 minutes chart, which is also having a good move here in this market. Now, with that in mind, we can see the price is, this is the 1 minute chart here, and with that 1 minute chart, want to see the market is trending and creating series of higher high and higher low, which is what we see that the market slowly having an upside bias, and would like to see the price is trending in that direction to create a new higher high and higher low. Okay, so here is there's a doji, and because it's in a, you guys can see that there is a break again, and there is another double bottom and then breakout. So now the question is the trend is continuing to the upside or again coming down? I think we might see that continuation, because quite a few sideways movement and slowly the market trying to build up that pressure in that upside here. If you look at the 1 hour, you can see that it's a bull market here. Okay, so with that in mind, we can see that 5 minutes lower time frame price action here, which is very interestingly bullish market at the moment. So, and from that perspective here on this 1 minute chart, and with that 1 minute price action, okay, so okay, doji, and would like to see that it's having potential bounce here, or dropping for another pullback, whichever way we see. But I think we could see that potentially an upside bias here which we could see eventually. So we see that here on um, patiently waiting for the market to show its hand. As you can see here, it's in a sideway, and with the sideway, would like to see a potential bullish move here. Okay, so you can see a series of higher low formation here, and with the series of higher low formation, and want to see the market is moving in the direction. So this is where you can see the price is forming series of higher low here, and yeah, let's see. This is in a bull market. We will be re-entering as soon as we will find that suitable opportunity here. Are you guys ready for another entry? As ADP coming up in just a matter of an hour, we are waiting for the market to show the better entry opportunity. Okay, so here is a as you can see, the market is in fact trending. So the trend, you can see it's slowly building up pressure to the upside, and with that uptrending pressure, we are looking at to see the market is hitting that resistance line to create a new higher high. Okay, so we can see the price is this is a bullish market, and in that bull market, so with this gap open, pretty aggressive bounce at the moment, and if the market is trending in that way, we might see that. Let's look at the 4-hour chart here. You can see the price is approaching that doji area. This is a 4-hour doji here, and in that zone, as the price is approaching that 4-hour doji, we may see the price is hitting that level and then either keep pushing high, or we might see that again potential a deeper pullback before it potentially bounce again 4-hour. As you can see that this is the 4-hour resistance line here, and because it's a narrow doji here, this is a very important resistance line. And with this resistance, you can see some pressure is building here. The question is, you can see it's trending. Is it going back to the resistance line, or it's coming for another pullback? And that's what we're waiting to see, that the market is in fact going back to the major resistance line before we look for any further probability in that market. So here it's pushing up. Now what we can see, that in this area, this is the 30 minutes and very aggressive bounce here after narrow to dodgy formation. It's having a bounce, expecting it to potentially to move up again to create a new higher high here. So you can see that here it's coming for that pullback. Okay, now this pullback is important to look at for us to see. Okay, so from the 4-hour resistance is carrying a rejection here. Okay, so we'll be waiting for the market to potentially break below and then to revert again. Would like to see that it's coming down here. So we want to see that it's moving in that direction with a trend. Okay, so with this drop here, expecting it to again have a bounce with a bullish engulfer. 15 minutes we can see that narrow doji. 5 minutes here we can see the market is in fact this is where we can see it's not very nice trend, that I wouldn't say that XAUSD trending very nicely. We need to wait to see the market is showing that a clean trend before we look for that entry. So we need to see the market is trending cleanly, and then we will be looking into that trade. Now you can see here also with this bounce, the market may drop well below that support here. There are a couple of long week candles in that area. Okay, so looking at the 1 hour 30 minutes, we can see after back-to-back two dodges, the price managed to bounce. So this is a potentially an starting up and potential uptrend here. And with that being said, lower time frame here, looking at looking at the 1 minute again here. Okay, we can see from here it's trying to build up that bullish pressure. Now with this bounce, expecting it to for the market to move up and then to create a new higher high. Okay, so there is a bullish engulfer here. Would like to see the market is with this bounce here trending, and here is the price is approaching that resistance line. Okay, so as the price has broken multiple times, as you can see that there is a coming up looking for another one. Now here there is a structure formation. We look at the 4 hour here. The market has just tested the 4 hour 20 EMA, 4 hour resistance line. And because the market tested the 4 hour resistance, what I think that we might see another potential bounce here, and that's what we're waiting to see for the price to go ahead and hit that level. Let's look at to see where it is heading to. Look at the 5 minutes. 5 minutes price action is pretty bullish here at the moment. And so here what I'm going to do, guys, is placing another pending order above this level. And as the market starts to trend, we might see that potential bounce, and we will be targeting here to the top here. And if the market managed to bounce, then we will be entering into the trade, so which will be around 36 pip stop loss, which is a pending order. That means that buy stop in that area on XAUSD. Thank you very much for joining the live session. Absolutely appreciate your support, guys. So here is placing another buy stop. So placed a pending order on XAUSD for potential move. So 36 pip stop loss. 36 pip stop loss on XAUSD. Place the a buy stop again, another trade. So if the market managed to break out, that's where we will be entering into the trade. You can see that with this move, expecting for the price to potentially bounce and then to potentially trend in that direction. So placed a buy stop here, and would like to see the market is trending here. So it didn't trigger yet. You can see the market slowly coming for pullback. It didn't trigger yet, and so you place the buy stop and the trade still didn't trigger. The market didn't move there. Once we see that market is moved, we will be entering into the trade. It's the target here. So The market didn't move up, so we are still not on trade. I've seen that drop here. I'm wanting to see the market is from here. If it is breaking from that structure, that's where we will see that the market is heading towards the upside. Waiting in patience for this move. Okay, here we can see that bounce. You can see that bounce here. Okay, waiting for a potential bounce here. Once we see that, we will be entering into the trade. So here we can see the market slowly coming back below here from this. There's a head, left shoulder and the right shoulder. We could see the market is trending here to create a new lower low. Let's see how far it is coming. So with that in mind, expecting for the price to potentially drop here, we can see the price again started to change its trend, and that because it's a bull market, so I'm going to close the pending order. We might readjust the entry again as we can see the price start to deepen. So we could see that potentially deepen here, expecting for the market to drop further to the pending order, and this is what we're waiting to see. Okay, so here is we can see the market is coming to that level where there is the price is deepening, and with that deepening of this price, what we can expect for the market to potentially bounce back up again to create a new higher high. So here is we can see that the price here, if you guys look at it, you can see that this is an important level of price action here. The market has broken an important support. Let's see that we can find potential entry afterwards as coming up coming up ADP non-farm, and that's a very important news coming. and which is we will be waiting to see the market is reacting to that news to find a potential better entry opportunity. And this is what we are looking at the moment to see if the price is giving us that possible entry in this market. So here is, we can see the price is, there is a long wick here, long wick rejection, expecting further drop and then bounce. Okay, so you can see this is the 30 minutes, 15 minutes perspective, 5-minute chart here, and the 1 minute. It's now slowly coming here to the support level, and with that support level coming, expecting it to drop in that zone here. There's high liquidity, and with that high liquidity zone, okay, so we can see there is a rejection from the top, and 1 hour support is here. If we look at the 4 hour, from the 4 hour doji, it's breaking below. So there are two levels that we might see the market again coming here, retesting and then returning back again with another momentum. So looking at the 1 minute chart here, you can see this is the 1 minute price action here from this zone. Would like to see that it's having a potential upside here. This is a resistance line, this is a support line here, and we might see the potential channel formation. We look at, and with that potential channel formation, looking at the 1 minute, well done, well done, thank you very much. So in this area here, we see that that rejection, and with that rejection, now let's wait for the market to drop well below to the support. Yes, we are happy. Thank you very much. Yeah, we have one trade. The other one is waiting. Mr. Profitable, yeah, thanks for guidance. Welcome. Thank you very much. Where do you like bullish trade? When to trade, sir? Good afternoon. Thank you. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. And absolutely appreciate your support to the channel. And also make sure you give a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Here is, we can see that from this support here, this is an important level of support. The market slowly having an upside here, okay, so which is an important level of support, and from that upside here, okay, so if we look at that level, from that upside expecting um that a move up here to see how the market might be doing. Okay, so you can see some slowly bull move locally. Okay, so here we may see some, what I think that potentially some short-term upside possible in that area. As you can see, the market 30 minutes. You can see that there is a bounce here, and with this bounce we'll be waiting to see how the price might be uh, reacting here. Question is, the market is breaking below or moving up. And here we may see that uh, that rejection here in that area. Okay, so the market may try to reverse from this level, may try to, but it's still not yet. Find it interesting here, we might see that change of trend locally. for certain distance, expecting it to move at this level here to the resistance. We'll see that news coming up in a couple of minutes, and that might lead that price with the news to be pretty volatile. Okay, we can see some bullish bias, but I will be waiting for the news to come up before we see that entry. Some bullish trend here. So we see that there is another wave of rejection in that area. Looking at the 1 hour chart again, now what we can see here, a narrow red candle, expecting to, we see that there is a consolidation in that area at the moment, which is very interesting to look at. Waiting for the market to show its hand, and then we will be entering into the trade. And in the meantime, guys, as you can see, there is a coming up ADP non-farm, and that's what we are looking at to see ADP non-farm, how it might be affecting the market. We will be looking at that with the ADP non-farm, as well as other opportunities to see. Now looking at again lower time frame here to see, looking at the 5-minute chart, 1-minute chart, sideways movement. We'll be waiting for couple of minutes as the data coming up. Once the data show up, we can look for that entry. I'll take a 1-minute break and coming back. In the meantime, guys, you can write here what's your opinion about it. Okay, back on track. So we are nearing to the news coming up in a couple of minutes. So you'll be looking to see um, what kind of progress coming with the news. And with that being said, let's look at here. Um, if you look at, you can see that on XAUSD, we have seen there is another wave of drop here, and that, let's look at again 1 minute chart how the market is evolving. We can see that news coming up in 10 minutes time. Another wave of drop is this. Now the question is, the market is this breaking below again, or it is a liquidity grab? So 1 hour price action here, we can see that after this long week candle there is a break below. We look at the 4 hour here, we can see that from this resistance, from this liquidity zone, the market in fact has dropped again to the support. And with that drop, we could see the market to potentially bounce again to create a new higher high. And here is what we can see, that on the lower time frame, this is the 1 minute chart here. Okay, so there is a doji, and expecting for the market to potentially trend to create a new higher high here. And with that in mind, we can see that there is a support here, which is very important to look at. And but I think that from that support, expecting it to have an upside bias, we might see that potential move back to the resistance line here. Would like to see that it's moving in that direction. If you guys look at it, you can see this is a very important support here. So news coming up in 7 minutes time, and from that news, would like to see the market having some movement here. 4 hour perspective, this is the 4 hour support, and I think that uh, if the data come out to be very interesting, then we might see straight drop this to this market to that support level here, and that could lead that price to drop again. See where it is heading, and coming to the support level here, wanting to see that it's coming down here to the support level. Waiting for the market to move as we have 5 minutes to go for this news to come up. And we can see that the pool, let's see majority of the members what they think about it. See that 110 votes, so 72% bullish on XAUSD and 28% bearish on XAUSD. Okay, now here is with this support from this support level here, um from this support level here, what we can expect as the market just has broken this support below, what we can expect here to have a potential upside bias. We may see that. And if we look at the 4 hour here also, this is an important level of support. And to the 1 hour 15 minutes, also pretty important support level here. Lower time frame 5 minutes. After this drop, expecting potential bounce from this level. And with that bounce, as the market is slowly trying to reverse from this level, we could see that it's having that move. So would like to see that it's getting that rejection from here. How many minutes chart? Gold, I'm fully bullish here. 1 minute chart. Yep, absolutely. You're trading on the 1 minute on XAUSD. And with that 1 minute price action, with this dodgy formation, the market slowly trying to revert back up here. And look at the 5 minutes here. So you can see that with this drop pullback support, the market is trending, creating series of higher high and higher low. And as it is trending in this market, would like to see that it's having that upside bias, which is we might see 1 minute remaining for the news to come up. Let's see that how the coming things here on ADP non-farm. Let's wait for the spike. This is the daily chart here. If the market, let me delete all of this. If the market drops below the daily low, and once the market drop below the daily low from here, we could see that a potential bias here that we're expecting. And if the data having a stronger upside where we will be able to find that entry in this market. We'll see that how it does here. So yeah, we'll be waiting to see a spike. Are you guys ready for a potential spike here? Do you think that a spike is going to the upside or downside here? We'll see that. And waiting for the spike. So what's the outcome with the data here? So you can see that 77K. That's a huge gap, huge difference. So how does this impact? So let's look at a DXY, how it has impacted. That's a huge gap, and DXY already in a downtrend that you see, and that has given further momentum on DXY. So because it's in a gap, so it's in a very strong bearish momentum here on DXY, and that's where you can see the price is approaching that level. Daily chart here, 4-hour perspective here. So this is a significantly falling market. So if we look at that on XAU USD, okay, so which is almost opposite of DXY. See here on gold, after the data, slowly we might see that it was in a bull move. So as okay, so this is the 1 hour. We look at the 4 hour, already the market has dropped well below. So the bias on XAUSD should be potentially to the upside, but at the same time we'll see that if the market is grabbing more liquidity here, we can see some narrow candle formation here. Now, after quite a few long week candle formation on XAUSD, what we could see that this market to potentially to trend again to the support level here. This is an important level of support. XAUSD. Okay, now this drop you can see we need to look at where it is potentially heading. So this is the 4 hours previous support, and if the market drops aggressively, we might see that it's again having an upside here. So lower time frame, here is the movement, 5-minute chart here, a long week candle formation on the 5 minutes, and with this long week candle we can see there is a long week potential rejection. Now either the market is bouncing back up again, or it's coming in that direction. It's the key to look at. The price in a range here. Let's see what's happening with the euro dollar. Yeah, XAUSD little range, showing in a range at the moment. After multiple long week candle formation, basically XAUSD is having a stronger liquidity grab here. Now, okay, so we for an entry, you can see it form a head and shoulder here again. So it's until we see a clear pathway, we have to wait for the proper entry. Though we had early today successful trade, you guys have seen that. Now at the moment with this head and shoulder formation, um, so you see another long week candle. So another dodgy formation here. We need to look at how the price is organizing here. Is it preparing for a bounce, or it is preparing for a drop? So you can see the dodgy formation here. And with the dodgy, we'll see that if the market is coming in that direction, with quite a few long wick candle formation. As you can see, the price is heading to the direction what we can expect here for the market to drop here to that support level. And here is interestingly a structure formation, which what you will see that from the 1 hour chart, from the 4 hour perspective, here is from the support what we can expect for the price to, what I think that after liquidity grab to bounce back up again to create a new higher high here. And okay, so if the market reverse, we could see that that potential bounce. So there is a probability for short-term upside here, as this market is trending interestingly. Okay, so you can see that there is a breakout here, and that breakout we can see the market has formed that inverted, potentially inverted head and shoulder, and then it's moving in that direction potentially to I think we might see a short-term reversal here to the 4 hour resistance line, which is, if we look at the 4 hour time frame here, that 4 hour resistance is it's getting again another rejection. It's interesting. This is a little bit, I would say that annoying price action. Okay, so and in this situation, when the market form this kind of price action, here we can just wait to see how the price might be potentially evolving here. And as we can see that it's forming that series of higher low here, would like to see the market is breaking out, and with that breakout to bounce back up to the resistance line where there is a high liquidity. So looking at the again 5 minute chart here, what kind of price action we can expect from the 1 minute perspective as well. There is a, you can see there's a fake out and then drop, so it may require deeper liquidity, and it might even drop here to 2900 level. I'm not still in any trade because anything can happen at the moment, as there has been significant difference in data. So you would like to see that, in fact, how it might have that created that price action. And we'll see that how far. Based on that, we will be entering the position at the moment. So we can see that XAUSD in that zone is pretty, I would say that massive sideway movement at the moment. And with that sideway movement, we'll be waiting to see the market to reorganize and then to enter. And in the meantime, guys, I hope that you enjoyed this important live session. This is a pretty important live session. I hope that you enjoyed this. And if you enjoyed, make sure, guys, you thumbs up, smash it, and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press the notification bell so that you're not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. So with that being said, thank you very much. And I'll see you very soon again, trading live together. Until